Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another live stream of another dungeon run, and this time we're doing Blackrock Spire. So I was just looking at... Shoot, how do I do that? No! Hold on. There we go. So I was just looking at some monk animations that we apparently have for some of the races. Belgarth was showing me that, so that'll be fun if we can get those to work. I have no idea what to do with animations, if I'm being honest, so yeah. Anyway, outside Blackrock Spire, we are going to be doing a full run of the Lower Blackrock, and there is some changes made to two bosses. The rest are pretty much the same. Some abilities have been updated. I've updated creatures again, updated their abilities, made their damage scale a little bit higher. It just always feels like dungeons in general need some touching up with damage and scaling. So we're going to do this properly because I don't know how hard things are. I haven't really tested a full run yet after my changes. So make him stand there. Got one patrol over there. Looks like I pulled extra crap. So, I actually made enough gold with the taxation challenge mode to get the Cloudkeeper leg plates, so I'm happy about that. Those are awesome. Oh, and I also got the Hand of Justice on a run, so that's good. We could pull back just in case again. Except I thought everyone was supposed to stay. You know what? Let me change some settings real quick. Cam tools is my friend. It's always just too dark in this place. I don't know if I've told you guys yet, but I've added some additional functionality with bots, kinda. Get some more glow. So, for example, if you say, hey, they'll actually respond, which is kind of fun. Super minor, but working on expanding things. And it's actually a Lua script, so if you play with NPC bots, I can probably put it on my extended NPC bots repo. Might be good for some people. Turn down the volume a little bit. I am level 58 now too, so I also got the Arcanite Reaper crafted. Oh, apparently I have a quest in here that I didn't. Oh, no, that's up at Blackrock Spire. Still need to turn that in. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, pretty soon I gotta hire like 5 more bots and gear them out. I've got a lot of gear in my bags though, so hopefully I'll get some use out of that. I did also change the stack rate for like cloth and leather and whatnot, so now they stack to 200. As much as I love certain features about vanilla, I don't think bag management was a great feature, and it's always been a problem in the game, so might as well make it a little bit better. Especially for a single-player project where you are the one who has to hold all the loot. Like, you need as much bag space as you can possibly get, so... And I increased the bag slot numbers by 2 for every bag in the game. Super minor, but... Looks like I might be getting some lag, so hold on a second. Might just be my internet. Just for a few frames. Alright. Well, probably my internet. That's another thing I put in was the salve me function. So if you have a paladin bot in your group, you type out salve me, the paladin will cast salve on you. It doesn't have a cooldown, which I don't really care about, but another thing you can do is I'll show you in a sec. See, so another thing you can do is, where's my paladin? He's right there. So you can say DI me, and he will divine intervention you. So if you want to kill your tank or your healer, that's a good way to go. Oh, I also got a Avenging Wrath. I forget about that. But yeah, I'll probably put it in the extended macros or extended bot commands soon. These portals, by the way, they were actually following me around when they got summoned on occasion, so I fixed those. I think that's probably an Azeroth core issue, but it was super easy to fix. You just disable movement flags, that's all. It's in creature template. I would love to add more quests to Valen, by the way. I know it's Phalastra's, but to have something there for Grimbatul would be good, I think. Because she apparently escaped. But, yeah. Did I actually get... I don't remember if I got the Seal of Ascension yet. I think I did. Or no. I still have to do... one of the quests. I might do that. Depends on how much time I got on stream today. Also, someone was asking me if I was playing with, like, cheat modes on or god mode or anything. I'm not. It's just priests are really good about bubbling you now if they're discs. So that was something that I actually changed in the core code, is to have them bubble you more. So because before they wouldn't bubble you at all, or anyone. So they take care of tanks and they take care of players first and foremost, and then they do other targets after that. But why is my F3 button not working? I need a new keyboard. damage meters are all the way down there. 1400 DPS that pull. It's sad. So keep in mind this damage is actually with nerfed individual progression damage. What are the settings on that right now? I set them a little bit higher than the default. I think the default was like 67% or something like that, 63%. But I would rather get rid of the configs entirely and you just do your full amount of damage and just scale up creatures. But I mean, there's just so much in the way of having to rebalance everything if you do that. And I know I'm already rebalancing a bunch of stuff right now, but it's easier for me to do dungeons rather than the entire world. And I don't want to... Maybe I'll do that around TBC, we'll see. So yeah, 0.7% of normal damage right now, so 60% is the default for individual progression in vanilla. But I think bots are set at like 75% or something like that. So I have a new video series coming out. I'm going to be doing some intro to World of Warcraft emulation modding series. I'm going to take you from 0 to 100. So there's a couple things I won't do in the series though. One of them is how to compile your own server. I just don't want to do that. There's plenty of videos for that. What I'm really more interested in is like number one, teaching people the basics of, you know, different parts of the client, different parts of the database, core code, Lua scripting, stuff like that, right? How to do different things. I do want to go over some tips for adding additional races, because people keep asking me about that, and it's like, okay, I'll do something, I guess. But, yeah. Actually, I might make a commit on that, on the portal. I'm gonna check to see that it's not fixed first. But it's like I make all these inventory changes and I still don't have any inventory space ever. And one of the fun things I loved about vanilla were these books, right? I think that was a fun part of the alpha WoW too. So you actually learned a lot of your abilities from books that you found in the world. I'd like to do something like that again. Right now, the only way to get certain ranks of spells in vanilla on this repack is through doing AQ20, because, you know, that's where some of the ranked abilities are. So, that said, bots just use the maximum rank for their thing. I guess I could put in a check on bots, maybe, to see... that's so much... that'd be a lot of code. But I could probably put... I wonder if I could maybe stick bots into individual progression. And then work off of that. So... who knows? That's a decent cloak, I guess. I'm gonna check what racials I have because I can't remember what I set them to. Let's see. get out of combat. So Blood Fury, Tropic Embrace. Return Camp, I don't need that. I was using that because I was doing the Winter Saber reputation grind, I don't know why. Increases critical strike damage with all spells and attacks by 3%. Let's just do Villainous Presence. I need to take that off too. But yeah, combat kits. If anyone knows of a good guide to update animation kits, leave a comment. Because we have monk animations, I don't know how to implement them really. I'm sure I could find a dead guide online somewhere, but that's the thing with just WoW emulation in general, is it goes so far back that there's so many dead websites because they were all the scuffed, like, really shady websites at the time. Like, yeah, Owned Core is still around, but it's barely around, you know what I mean? It's like half the things on that website are broken. And apparently the WoW Tools website, which is really awesome for database stuff, is going to be expiring soon, which makes me sad. I don't think that they've replaced the WoW modding website either since it's gone down. I haven't really looked at updates on that, to be honest, but seems like they're taking their time on that one. I kind of wonder what it would take to actually host it. Like if money is their issue at the moment. I don't know. Just kind of curious. But you'd also have to create the website, because I think the website is like gonzo. I don't know if they're trying to rebuild the entire thing or what they're trying to do. But a lot of dead online guide forums and websites that you just hear about but can't access anymore. So one of the rares in here didn't have any abilities. And I looked at other websites to see if maybe I got an epic. That's good. I looked at other websites to see if they did have any abilities, and it doesn't look like they had any logged, so maybe that was Blizz-like, but I don't think that was intentional by Blizzard, so I added some abilities in. But I don't know if we're going to get that rare or not, so... Just seems like an oversight. It's like, why would you add a creature in but not give it abilities? Just make it melee attack everything. Doesn't make much sense. Especially a rare in an instance. So how's our mana looking? Yeah, once you get Divine Plea, the Diet Mode challenge is basically whatever. Paladins are just in a really good spot at the moment, okay? So I switched back to LVUI. I'm sorry, Belgarth. Don't hate me. I haven't tested the Dragonflight stuff yet. I don't know. I'll probably play with it again soon. I just don't know when. But yeah, for the rest of you, I was having some issues with the other UI I was using before. And I think it was a me problem for not deleting my WTF folder and stuff like that, but basically anytime I looted I would lag. I have no idea why. Ooh, the Magus ring. And Wildthorn Mail, don't care. I don't think I need to kill those guys up there, but... I think it's a good UI, though. I really do. I just wish, I don't know, I could customize more of it. And I know you can use move anything and all that, but... yeah, also it just not doing the loot lag would have been nice. So I only have 3 instances left to update, which are Upper Blackrock Spire, Skullomance, and Strathome. I guess Strathome could be considered 2 instances, but... And then after that I should probably get back to doing what I'm supposed to do, which is update Gilneas and finish off Shadowfang Keep, implement Stormwind Prison. But honestly, this has been kind of like a good course. Updating all these has been a very good course in... those are really good. Those are best for a lot of classes. Updating creatures and whatnot, and learning instances, scripts, and all that fun stuff has been really good for teaching me how I'm going to do some of that stuff later. So I think it's just a good way to look at the code. Force yourself to look at the code. That's my #1 advice, probably. 21. I kind of want to give this to my shaman because they are my best damage right now in terms of casters. Luminary Kilt's not bad, but... Oh, the bigger bags. The two slot increases. Yeah. Let me just break your UI every time I update. Seems like a good idea, right? I mean, that's the nature of WoW modding in general, though. You update something and you break another thing. So, like right now, the orc login screens, because I updated and did high-res visuals, when you create an orc, like the smoke effects are all blocky. So I gotta go hunt that down. But some of that stuff was ported from Resnick, and then I had to downscale some of it, but... because I don't mind client instability from high-res textures, but I know people will complain, so... I just went with the happy medium option, and you can't render super high-res stuff in this client anyway, so it just seemed like a moot point. Okay, Blizzard. Yep. should probably show people Arcane Mage's new ability before the end of stream. So we wanted to do, Belgarth and I wanted to do an iteration of Touch of the Magi. Magi, whatever. Magi, I think it is. But I couldn't get the damn script to track the stacks. I figured it out later, but it was after... It was basically me starting over 3 times on the script because my brain wasn't working, I was tired, and what wasn't obviously working wasn't so obvious. So I ended up... we ended up doing something a little bit different, and it turned out even better than the original, so... But I'm okay with things being not like retail, that's fine. If we can like take elements of retail that are fun, then I'm all for that. But if we can make them even more fun, then that's even better. So, I mean, there's just certain things about the game that are dated, and like I don't want to destroy old content, but I do want to make things fresh and interesting. You know, like if I change boss mechanics, I'm usually not outright changing the entire fight unless the fight was boring to begin with and completely not memorable, but usually I'm adding on to abilities that exist already and just making it more challenging. So, or I mean, I guess Oranicus was probably the biggest change in terms of abilities, but he didn't do anything special. Yeah, I'm probably cursed. I mean, you have the increased bag slot size though too, I think. You'd have to check the size of Traveler's Backpack, but it should be 18 slots if you got that update. I'm surprised LVUI still works with the bag slot increase. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know some of these. Like, I'm not an add-on developer. I can do Lua just fine, but I have to have something in front of me to look at. So if you ask me to build an add-on from the ground up, I'm gonna have to go look at 3.3.5 API and try to figure things out. So yeah, but give me something that exists and I can figure it out. Fours, yeah. Probably cheated them. Oh, you were actually testing them. Yeah, so 4s didn't get a bag slot increase because I can't. The max, I mean that's literally the max size for bags is 36 slots or whatever. Unless I want to do core code changes and screw up everyone's add-ons and screw up all my Aluna scripts and have to rebuild some modules. Yeah, what's funny is it was actually happening when I was like putting things in the reagent baker as well. It doesn't cause lag now, but it's weird. It was like anytime my bags got updated. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maybe. What hit me so hard? Was it the mana burn? I did update the mana burn, so I want to see what hit me. Current fight, damage taken. Yeah, it was mana burn. Hit me for 1.1k. It's crazy. Yeah, I think it was a weird WTF thing because I did disable like every add-on until I could isolate the issue, and The issue ended up being the dragonflight thing, but I don't know. Like I said, it's a Dinkle issue. Yeah, and you have to rewrite other parts of the core too, because it goes for those 255 bag slot checks, right? So, in fact, I've played on some cores where if you have nothing but 4's crate bags in your inventory and in your bank, like, it'll crash the server. So, it just... Yeah. I think it would be good to also make more bigger slot bags at some point. I mean, this is the version of the game we're stuck with for however many years. But let's see. Should probably do this one the smart way too. Let's do right there. You know, one of the things that I really liked about player bots was the fact that you could... Oh, that mana burn hurts. One of the things I liked about player bots was the fact that you could actually pull behind things. Like you have your bot go and pull it, and... Or maybe that was Nectar Moon, I don't remember where that was. But... And you could do the same thing with your paladin. You send him out and then you put him back here, but... 2 slots per expansion, yeah. No, we must have everything be 36 slots always. 4's, like I said before though, 4's crate is still the largest bag in the game. So, like, even in retail. And I think there were some expansions where they didn't actually increase bag slot sizes. So she will shadow step behind players now. So it makes her a little bit more unpredictable. I have no mana. Oh, and she also does, what was it? Spinning blades thing.
Victory lies ahead.
How are you? You need something? Hey there. Hello.
Doom shot. I don't need those because I'm never going to use it. You quit what? Don't quit. Everyone is leaving me. Not really. So, Azeroth Core has a new module. It's an item upgrader. It's a pretty good system. It's funny because one of the notes on there was like, just patch it in. It's only 2 lines of code. It's compatible with any version of Azeroth Core. Well, they didn't know that I had reforging, so that wasn't true at all. I had to make merges for both reforging and the item upgrader. I'm just sad that the visual doesn't update for the item upgrader. Like, if I could get that to work, I'd be fine with it, but I just don't like having the visual not update. So one of these days we'll make our own item upgrader, and I'll go through the process of spending 3 weeks just duplicating every item 3 times. That was a lot of chain lightning. But then people can complain more about how big our item database is. Let's see how many chain lightnings that was. That's funny. That's not a bug, by the way. That's actually a feature. I remember when paladins could. I'm trying to remember the name of the R. I think it was Retribution. Not Retribution. It was Reckoning. Reckoning could stack like forever, and so there was a paladin that soloed Doomlord Kha'Zix, or just Kha'Zix back in vanilla, so they nerfed it promptly. So you'd get a stack every time you got hit or crit. I keep hearing the Toriyama blast, and I'm wondering if I accidentally overwrote something in the database. Are you having troubles with a tooltip thing on AIO? I mean, layering is probably the biggest pain in the ass for GUIs in general, but yeah. I did what? Overwrote the sound file of Toriyama? Another thing? Sorry, server lag or live stream lag is a thing. Hey, how's it going, Parsley? Oh yeah, the stupid upgrader. I mean, it's not stupid. It's gonna be great for a lot of people, but we are not that people, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna have to do my own iteration. I'm kind of annoyed that I can't see the frost trap bar on the floor. I think it's because of the way I set up the spell ID. I'll have to check that. That was a lot of lightning bolts too. Again, it's a feature, not a bug. So War Master Voon, I did update. He has an ability called Raging. What is it? What did I name it? Nope. Something Rage, and basically increases his damage and attack speed, but also increases his damage taken. So you could either use that as a moment to chill out and try to decrease your damage taken, or use it as a moment to burn him down. I wish I had the R to show up. I'm gonna die if he continues to attack me though. So yeah, periodically he'll do like lots of damage. And if he has 10 stacks, then it's likely you'll die if he throws something at you. He also summons berserkers on occasion. 2 berserkers. I think at 50% health. It's been a couple days since I've scripted this out, so I can't remember everything. I didn't realize I actually had a quest here. I thought I was done with all my quests. Oh, I got a stat booster. Oh, never mind. That's just a powerful mojo. I got so excited. I thought that was a reroller for a second. Just gonna deposit things in the bank. So Wormthalack has a one-shot ability now. Mostly one-shot. We'll say that. We're gonna see if I can do it on live stream. Because that will determine the cast time of said one-shot. Yeah, anyway, I think with the item upgrader for me, it's it almost feels like too much because we're thinking about a different system too, which Paragon points. So I want to be kind of cautious about power creep from here out. 3-second cast time robust, yeah. Basically have to have spatial rift for that fight every time. I think we get level 59 in here, which is good. Sorry, bag space. Just want room for the Archmage robe drop that I'm gonna get. Double blink. Yeah, that's true. Mages do have double blink. It's just a matter of pressing the recall button and having your bots follow you. Or just hitting the slack button, really. I kind of want to do the dungeon 2 quest. I don't even know if everything's working there. Be good to test out. Not that there's really much incentive to do the Dungeon 2 quest unless you want to twink. because there's no level restriction on it, and then you can start it at level 57 or 8. Well, that was a dumb idea to pull over here. My bots have pretty good gear, though. I should just pull like that more often. See how much junk I got this time. Yeah, I didn't turn any challenge modes on this time. I haven't been turning them on as much recently. I should probably test with them on, but I got, you know, I got my butt handed to me in Dire Mall when I turned on Tyrannical. I think it was, or maybe it was, no, it was Blackrock Depths. Blackrock Depths definitely, I probably overtuned that a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I think Blackrock Depths should be hard. It's got a lot of good loot in it. Hey, how's it going, man? He's doing good. Yeah, he's been good. He's just been, you know, doing baby things. Eating, pooping, or sleeping. But I think my wife is ready for some sleep at some point. She's just been, we're working on getting him to sleep through the night at this moment. He's getting pretty close. Yeah, those trees in Dire Mall for the first boss are a lot harder than I thought they would be, even though I scripted them. And I mean, I scripted a soften rage mechanic on him too, so like, you have to kill every tree at this point, otherwise you will die. But yeah, the older child is well adjusted to the new one now, so that's good. I don't think there's really much jealousy there left. How about on your end? How have things been? By the way, if anyone's wondering, that the quest for the box that you're supposed to find in here, it's in like 3 different places. Can't carry more than one of those. Okay, I hate that there's uniques, especially on a single player project. Let me change that. I can understand unique equipped, but unique items that are gear, I've never understood those. And for a Librum, like, why would you have that Librum be unique? You can only equip one anyway. It doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe to combat loot whores. I don't really know. Here, I'm gonna pull up my other screen. Wrong screen. Heidi's not opening, so that's fun. Celebrum. What was the name of it? Fervor. Okay, so for those interested, if you want to get rid of a unique flag in item template on a particular piece of gear, unique, it is in flags, extra, pretty sure. Let's see. Buy price, flags, I want to see max count. Probably, it's probably max count. I don't see any flags. Stackable 1. Yeah, it's just max count. But there is an actual flag for unique equipped. So let's see. So big hoarder RP. Yeah. Ha, fair enough. Babies don't do much else for a while. Yeah, they really don't. Been in a new job for a short time. High Day Baby is doing great. Yeah, that's good. So fun. So are you playing it on like a handheld? Sounds like. Okay, my bots didn't follow me. Hold on. It's because I didn't hit the follow button. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that handheld while playing is a thing now. And I get the Steam Deck is a thing, but like people have tried handhelds before. These creatures are totally spawned in the wrong position. I would like to fix them at some point. Let's see. Cloudkeeper. So these pyromancers I would love to actually have do more damage, because I remember them doing a lot more damage in Classic. So Firebrand, Pyromancer. Looks like I might be lagging again, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Russian Ranger talks about how awesome it is to play with, but I couldn't, like, I've tried setting up the Steam Deck for a while and I just can't. I don't know how you guys do it. Maybe I'm old. Let's see. Right. Firebrand. So, Smart AI. Mark of Flames, Flame Shock. I remember something doing more damage, and I think it's Mark of Flames. Increases fire damage taken by 1,000 for 200 seconds. Maybe that's it. Maybe the fact that I have a Dispeller in my group actually helps, so we'll just keep it. Bots are too good at dispelling. A ported console port add-on. See, I'm so out of the loop on certain things. I have no idea what you're talking about, Belgar. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Add-on work. I have a love-hate relationship with add-on work because, like, the reason why I haven't done Atlas Loot is because Tanatos and his database just nullified Atlas Loot to some extent, so it made my life easier. But I realized that, like, adding our custom items to Atlas Loot was just a huge waste of time. Like, it didn't provide anything new for the game. It was just a nice quality of life thing to have. So, not to say that your add-ons or anything are a huge waste of time, because certain things like Netherbot and stuff like that can, but just, I don't know. It's all a game, right? So it's all a huge waste of time when you get right down to it. But for me, it felt like a huge waste of time because I wasn't working on the repack. Yeah, so Falmarillion is Danish. He's the guy who does the launcher. I'm not sure why my internet sucks so bad today. Doesn't help that I live in a basement. It's my basement, but still. So I realized also that Mother's Milk was not coming off when you turned in the quest. I actually made it not dispellable because NPC bots were dispelling it, so I could have probably just scripted it in, but... And I may end up doing that in the future, Yeah, I really do like Like, everything you've been doing UI-wise has just been good. Straight up. Heritage Horizons, yeah, like, this is a good system, too. It's not just a UI thing, / add-on, it's also a system. Like, we got rid of all the racials, and you just get these now, and you can switch them whenever. I think that's probably one of the best features in the Dinklepack at the moment, to be honest. So, at least ones that I have fun just looking at all the time. And then, and the easy collections, like this whole thing that you did too, for the transmog, super dope. Just makes us look better. And yeah, like, so what if, like, some of the tabs don't work for certain races? I don't care. Like, it's a free repack. I don't know everything about Blizzard's game, right? No one knows everything about their client except for them. And so That's one thing that people forget. Is we have lots of documentation, but we don't know everything. Just recorded a huge chunk of them to work, right? Yeah. It's okay. I really don't. I'm not hung up on it. I think Easy Collections is just awesome. Like, yeah, certain things are not working as intended, but it's still so much better than having to go look at the NPC, having to go through this list. I'm trying to remember what the name of that one piece of transmog was that you really liked, or having to look it up on Wowhead. It's just better to be able to look it up in game and be like, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna put that together. You know, that's beneficial. It's not just a waste of time like Atlas Loop. Like, yeah, so yeah, and things will happen. By the way, Uther's Strength, this trinket, has a upgrade now. And it is part of Inscription. I don't know if you saw that. It's Uther's Radiance. I probably made it a little too powerful if I'm being honest, but it's a crafted item, requires a bunch of Arcanite bars, which are expensive, right? Ink of the Sky, Guardian Stone. Maybe I'll add something else in there, but maybe I should make the required level 60, but it's a pretty good trinket. So let me pull it up again. 5% chance when struck in combat of protecting you with a holy shield, absorbing damage, and increasing your healing received by 10% for the duration of the shield. And then on use, you can bless you and your party members with Uther's Resolve, which increases armor by 500 and all resistance by 15. So yeah. Yeah, no, I for one am super happy to have you around, Belgarth. Like, it's been awesome. Seriously, there's stuff like that either number one I don't want to do or I don't want to learn doing, or stuff I suck at. Like I really do suck at the GUI stuff. Like sure I could do Lua stuff, but it's when it comes to like putting frames together and all that fun stuff, I don't have the patience for it. And so, like I say all the time, I really do think that you offset my weaknesses or my laziness. And it's just nice to have someone else working on things too, you know, because like as one person, you can only get so much done, and like Thanatos has been great too, and I love having him around. So I feel the same way about him. He's been busy lately with work, though, which is sad, but yeah, it's all good. Like, he seriously helped out a lot with the initial race implementation, and that was a pain. Yeah, Uther's Light was basically that trinket needed an upgrade. I also did let me show you what else I did for Inscription because it needed stuff. Or actually, no, this was enchanting. So, Wand of Unlocking, right? So Arcanite Wand of Unlocking has 2 intellect, 5 arcane resistance, spell power by 13. Opens locks that require 300 luck picking skill, and it has a 1-hour cooldown. 2 brilliant shards, a wand of Alistar, it's just some random arcane wand. And then it requires some Arcanite skeleton keys. So, there's an Arcane Mage wand for you. Have a good night, man. Thanks for checking in, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Is this spider trinket even worth anything? I mean, see, there's so many useless trinkets that I would just love to use them as, like, recipe mats for things. And I think that's the route I'll probably end up taking with Inscription, is it's like the trinket profession. We do need more haste for vanilla. I know. We'll make all the haste items be in Emerald Dream. How about that? Brimbatol and Emerald Dream will all have haste on them. Yeah, yeah, you read my mind. So funny. And see, that's another thing I love about you, is that, like, we just think alike, so makes sense. My bots kill things for a sec. Yeah, I think my internet just sucks today too, which is not helping things, so. Just funny. Alright, I need to go back. Now that I have all these stupid spider webs, I'm gonna put those in the reagent bank. There's a reason why I put these damn reagent banks all over the place. Like, never any backspace. And yeah, like with Dinklestone, you can pull up a banker wherever you want, whenever you want, but I don't have it as a challenge mode, so. And like I say, I'm probably gonna start gutting the Dinklestone anyway. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's good for the game. Most parts, most bits of it. I don't need those gemstones either. It's okay. I'm still getting used to chatting on streams too. And I'm still expecting you to make videos, just FYI. For those of you who don't know, Belgarth is actually not just talented with UI stuff, he's also really good with Nugget. Which has been really nice. So I'm looking forward to Emerald Dream whenever we get there. But so far what he's made has been just awesome. He's basically redoing the entire area just so that there's some linearity to it, because right now it's just like an open, gross mess that is hard to navigate. So. I'm good at placing objects, but anyone can place objects. That's not hard. I suck at texturing, man. I'm so bad. I'm not an artist. I try. I've tried so many times, but I'm just not an artist. Maybe I should have waited for some mana. Popping all my cooldowns now. Yeah, I mean, I could do one. I just, there's no pathing in it right now. I mean, there is pathing, but it's kind of screwed up because we need to extract maps again. But, yeah, I mean, next update, people can explore it. I really want to show it off when it's, like, closer to being done. But it's funny because I get to read some of your hidden messages that you put in Nugget. It's so funny. I just love Easter eggs. I think Easter eggs are the best thing. So, anytime you're implementing something or something like that, feel free to put an Easter egg in. Blizzard loved Easter eggs. They had some really nerdy humor, you know. I think it fits right in the game. So this is one fight I didn't really change too much of, just because it's already pretty hard. But I am just like steamrolling through this stuff. I really just need to start doing Tyrannical again. Already got that. Let's delete that. You know, I'm gonna see if I can look at the general UI. Cause I really hate having this stupid type delete thing. And I just want to revert it back to a yes or no. Because it's dumb. I don't need it. I'm sure there's an add-on for it, but the fishing daily stuff I think is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm interested to hear what you want to say or what you want to do with fishing because I'm kind of at a loss. I mean, it's easy enough to like add random spawns and stuff like that, but I don't know. Apart from like creating a new UI and overhauling fishing core stuff, it's hard to make interesting. So curious as to what you'd like to do. Probably don't need those cloaks for quite some time. I'm not going to be doing fire damage with my mages until AQ, and I'll probably have better cloaks. So I feel like half this dungeon is just me maintaining my bags. Oh, that's actually... Oh, this is actually good. You have equipped right now. So, Serathil... just keep using what you're using. Yeah, fishing is... I mean, I've talked about some of the fishing stuff, but... Probably do something with Murky and fishing. I still need to script something in for Murky and fishing. I feel like Murky should have interactions with fishing for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just think it's so easy to bot with fishing. Like, I even bot fishing on my own repack. I do fishing bot. Like, that's... Like, it's kind of weird to think about. I'm okay cheating with a fishing bot, but I'm not okay cheating with, like, GM commands to add items. It's so convoluted. Probably because it's more Blizz-like. That's funny. Never thought about it. There's stuff you can do core side too. We don't have any anti-cheat systems. I think I've disabled them all because why would you need an anti-cheat system for a repack? I don't know. I guess if people wanted to play with strangers, but so on our public realm right now, you could probably use various cheats and that's okay. Sorry, I'm just killing those scorpions because I always end up pulling them. Also, I feel like they're... Let's see, Spire Scarab and Spire Scorpion... Their view range needs to be... aggro range, rather. Let's see. Definitely needs to be longer. Oh look, I pulled some junk. I should probably turn my actual screen on again. Sorry, one second. That's probably what's causing lag, is I don't have my gaming... Hold on, let's see, there it is. Spire... Scorpion... Scorpid. It's a good thing I didn't type it out. Still getting used to Kiara because I've been doing things with SQL for forever, but I see the benefits in it. Let's see, it's usually 18 by default. I know exactly where this is in SQL. There it is, detection range, so that needs to be like 30. This is just me guesstimating. Spire Scarab, right? Maybe it's shorter. Maybe it's like 25, but 18 usually indicates that Azeroth Core didn't sniff their values. So let's do that. Like the Onyxia detection range was super low, and I remember that being a lot higher on private servers that I've played at least. So I changed that as well. Also, I was able to solo this boss before I modified it, so I changed it up so you can't do that, but I haven't tested it since. We'll see if it looks kind of funny. Basically, it has a leap mechanic, so it will leap on top of targets at this point. At least it should. Just want to see it leap. Hold on. Maybe not. I'll check the script later. Let's see, what does the script say? I don't think he's... I think he's smart AI, or maybe not. No, he's not. The second one is. Folder... Source... Server... Script. Right, let me turn on my other... there we go. Yeah, I mean, he should be casting that. "35 feet, false true. Player only, false, triggered, true. 320 to 30 seconds. I'm not too mad if it doesn't work, but yeah, I mean, it should work. I don't see why not. 52174. Did I put a region banker in there? No. Those are like the two things I look for all the time now. Inconspicuous chests and reagent bankers. People are probably like, why is the reagent banker an NPC? Why isn't it a game object? I got lazy. So originally the reagent banker was an NPC and it wasn't like a chest visual. But I wanted the updated visual. So I just took the game object, stuck it in creatures, and called it a day. But I'm sure I could script it in a game object just fine. I just got lazy. Trying to make sure I have enough bag space for the end of this run. Oh, by the way, I've thought about ways to make NPC bots randomly jump. And basically it's just a spell aura is what I would do, because they never move backwards. So all you would need is a simple leap spell that looks like you're just jumping. And you'd be jumping forward slightly. And then you have them cast it periodically, so you'd write a spell script for it to prevent default actions on periodic updates, and like 80% of the time or something. And then it's actually a really good ring. And then where was I going with that? Basically that. I'm gonna just hang on to that ring though. So quartermaster's there. Still need to fix that with Void Elves, by the way. It's the... Because I don't know why they take that huge radius of... like... netting, anytime you net them, or... they get frozen or rooted or whatever. The roots are always super big. I have to look at the M2 again. Figure it out. I think I know what to look for now, maybe. Whereas before I didn't. Before I started working with spell visuals, I didn't really do much. I move my camera because my wife comes out. Kind of sad I didn't get anything good off that. Alright. Big pull again. Part of me wants to make all the dungeon tier quests available for every class, just because of NPC bots, but another part of me is like, nope. I think it's fine to have certain things not be shared by every player, even in a solo repack with bots. I don't know. Some things are just supposed to be for that one class, you know what I mean? So. At least that's how I feel. Oh, I did put a reagent banker here. How thoughtful. I must have been suffering from bag shortage last time too. Well, that's interesting. Oh, just leveled 59. This definitely means like I should do some battlegrounds at this level while I have a chance. Got no bag space. Okay. Gonna turn... You know what? I don't care about loot anymore. I don't care if it's an epic that drops. I just don't care. Oh my word. You guys looted more stuff. I made dark iron scraps and a lot of other stuff. Count as reagents, so you can actually put them in the reagent bank now too. Can't believe I just jumped off there. Let me see if I can jump up with Holy Leap. Nope. Maybe right here. I feel like grappling hook should be on this list. Maybe I'll make another. You know what? I'm gonna make another grappling hook spell, but it's gonna be a longer cooldown than the one rogues get. Because I love that spell. That spell is awesome. Note to self. I'm gonna write that down. So I think it's awesome to be able to get up to places that you're not supposed to. And I need new excuses for adding stuff to that UI. Oh, you fixed the item deletion? Where was it? Yeah, I'd have to. I kind of want to look at that spell. Like what frame or what glue file was it in? Static pop-up, yeah, that makes sense. You're awesome, thank you. That is going to be a new feature. I don't know. Been playing the game long enough that I'm not dumb enough to delete epics or gear that matters anymore, and like I can always restore it anyway, so. I just thought it was a dumb solution to try to curb GM tickets. Type out delete if you're sure. I get that for characters, but... Well, I got a pet. I didn't know pets dropped in here. No way. I don't remember that being a pet. Yeah. Thank you. Pull more stuff, because it's a long dungeon. Okay, bubble time. Yeah, maybe that pet came from a chest. Because so inconspicuous chest loot was broken for a minute. And I just barely fixed it, so... Because I wanted the gold to scale with your level rather than it just be a static amount of gold. And have a configurable option. And I just forgot one line of code to add the loot back in. I was like, it really seems like inconspicuous chests are really not dropping any loot recently. So, sure enough, I can send you the fix for that too if you want it. But that was like your consistent place to get stat bonus rerollers and other stuff. Oh, I should probably get my next talent too. So funny story, when I was scripting in the teleport, because I was trying to include bots and pets, he would check for all creatures in range, and he would teleport unfriendlies as well, like the NPCs that are on the opposite side of this wall. He'd teleport with everyone, and it would just like pull everything in the group. So I ended up doing a check for is in combat, but pretty pleased, Belgarth. Let me delete this item. Yeah, that would be a long. Just to troll me, man. Next time. Alright, moment of truth. So here is the updated boss fight. And I like this mechanic. I think it teaches people how to do bots better. So we're gonna do it. So you get teleported, and you have to run away, otherwise everyone dies. So, and that was just me recalling the bots real quick because I didn't press the slack button fast enough. And then after that's done, you probably want to come back in here because he does a knockback and could knock you off the bridge like that, right? So it's a good idea to just bring him back in here. He'll do that periodically. So, just depends on how quick you are at the fight, I guess. Yeah, so we're doing it again. So you could just slack him, or you could just recall him right now. And of course, it's easy to know if you know what's coming, but if you don't know what's coming, I'm sure people are going to have to run back, so. I kind of want him to do it more often, so I might change that. Okay. Ooh, that was so close. I think I hit a tapestry there. I'm gonna have to clip that. That's the fight. Yeah, I mean, but I knew exactly what was coming. I guess 6 seconds is fine, right? 6 seconds should be fine. So, let's do that real quick. That's what I had it originally, and I failed miserably at it. But you should be fine if you just run away. Like the little girl that you are, right? Why is my camera seems kind of screwed up at the moment? What's going on? So, endgame. Alright, I'm turning off my camera for a bit because I don't know what happened. Was it called endgame? Thought it was called endgame. Maybe I changed the name of it. Let's look. So, High Lord Omak, right? Nope. Yes. No. Overlord Wormthalak, that's what his name is. So, teleport, visual. And then he casts teleport, and that is right here. It's this spell ID. Endgame, one word. It's funny. Alright, 6 second it is. I'm just doing 6 seconds. You guys can blame Belgarth. when it's too hard. Okay. I don't know why that's broken. Maybe I just need a new video camera. It's interesting. It's the one thing I break on stream. This server has bots. Yep. These in chat are actually not even bots. They're message packages. So yeah, mostly it's just for immersion purposes, right? Bots will talk to you too, like just actually have to say actually let me I think I should probably put an emote function in there. And Murky does interactions too. So you can tell him a joke. Silly. Yeah. So you can be rude to him. You can burp in his face. You can fart on him. You can laugh. Actually, you can. Maybe not. Maybe you can't. Anyway, pet him. Lick him. You can lick him. You can lick Murky. So. I added as many emotes as I could think of at the time. I'll probably end up adding more. If you roar at him, I think he roars back too. And then he has a hidden emote. It's an Easter egg. So. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Stormwind. Or Port to Ironforge, let's do that. Port to Ironforge, my bad.
You need something?
Of course, randomly attacked is active. Yeah, I mean, these guys feel too easy now when you're at a high level, so maybe at some point I'll fix that. I made it easier for people, and then I feel like it just got too easy for the randomly attacked challenge. A hard challenge to balance. Okay, I'm just gonna sort everything and go from there. So I don't know if you've noticed, Mr. Belgarth, the battlegrounds actually start faster now too. There's something weird going on with the first flag though in Arathi Basin. I'll have to check that out at some point, but basically until bots capture it, no one can, so. Let's do Alteric Valley. Yeah, see, like it skips the 2-minute thing and just goes after 1 minute. Because why wait? I was also going to show people the Touch of the Magi thing. Yeah, I haven't implemented the actual weapon in the game yet. I did change the Dinkledork challenge mode creature display info extra to look more like this actual character. I should have changed my dang racials before coming in here. Dang it. I don't think I can... Let's just test to make sure this is working properly. Yeah, can't use it while in Battlegrounds. That message is wrong. Need to fix that. So what's up with the fog in Altaric Valley right now? That doesn't seem right. I wonder if there's an issue with the light DVCs or something. Or is this just like a right now thing for some reason? I'm gonna have to test that later. Let's look. Camera tools. Fog density should be 0 right now. I don't know why that's not working at all. Fun. This is just a lot foggier than normal. Density 0. Yeah, I don't know. If you can, when you get a minute, just queue for AV and tell me if it's super foggy. Like, I don't know why it would be, though. Doesn't make sense. Let's fight mid, guys. Yeah, that looks really bad right now. I don't know why. Maybe something weird with camera tool. I do think it's the camera tool. Yeah. That really bugs me. I'm just gonna leave right now. Then, just give me 2 seconds to see. I haven't had that happen for a while. Because I had 2 tools open. Interesting. Okay, let's try that again, because that was weird. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine. I don't know. Yeah, I have so many you issues, me issues. Maybe I should really delete my WTF folder, because that's probably part of the reason why I'm having some issues. Because you have the same client I do, so at least the same version. Not you. Yeah, I mean, going back and looking at some of the videos for player bots made me really miss them. And I thought about like trying to do a player bots merge today with NPC bots to see if I could get them working. There's going to be, and I think at some point I really want to. The problem is having both of those bots is going to create more stability issues in the long run. And like how do you, I'd have to look at how groups would be handled. I mean, I guess if you're using real player data, they should be fine. I don't know. I gotta look at it at some point. I really would like to have both player bots and NPC bots. If player bots are actually ending up doing pretty good, because that would save some trouble. I think it'd be interesting to see how NPC bots and player bots interact at some point. And yeah, you do have a much better UI than I do. Dragonflight. Because you are a Blizzard shill. Trying to get people to play retail, that's your goal. I'm just kidding. One thing I do hate about the bots in Altaric Valley is they're too good. So they'll defend the crap out of things. I really just need to take a look at the code and see how stuff is handled, because if I could just do that. I do want to take a look at Altaric Valley sometime soon, because there's a couple things that are wrong. There's no pathing for certain mobs. There's these, these tower NPCs basically are melee NPCs, and they're supposed to be ranged. I'd like to make it more vanilla-like as well, increase the reinforcements, or just get rid of them entirely. I think those would be good. No. There's a lot of good things about Dragonflight, so yeah, I'm all for that. See, they're already defending. Let's just move you guys over here so that we can actually fight them. There we go. take care of the players, you guys can take care of the boss. Except I should probably move Alan. Alan, don't leave! I like this bracket of PvP where I'm level 55 and everyone else is like super low level. Now I really just want to work on Alteric Valley. Like this is this is the reason why nothing that we should be doing is getting completed. It's because I look at something and I'm like, that really should be fixed. That really should be better. Love my transmog. Bot flea. Cool, we killed Galv. 5 of us. We're gonna go all the way to the south. I really, really wish I would have picked up Spatial Rift so I could get back behind things when I'm about to die. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So, previous episode I disabled Spatial Rift in Warsong Gulch, in just PvP in general. But I decided I only wanted to do it for Warsong Gulch because there's not a really huge advantage for using it in Arathi Basin or Alteric Valley. Like, yes, there's a bit more of an advantage, but it's not Warsong Gulch where you just go to the other side of the map and all of a sudden, boom, you've captured the flag in like 30 seconds. So, yeah. Yeah, trying to get bots to orient themselves. I mean, that's why you pull better, man. Just pull better. Tell them to sit there and stay where they're at. So, yeah. Like, I don't even know if these guys are archers. Yeah, they're not archers. They're all melee. It just doesn't make any sense. It'd be so easy to fix. All you do is make them just disable their movement and give them some shooting abilities. That's it. So, I'll probably do that this week or before the next update. I don't know how many people really do PvP, but it just bugs me that they're not correct. You guys take care of that. Well, is she the one doing the pulling? Like, man up. Take control of the smoke flares and start pulling. I'm joking. I'm sure she is a lovely person to play with. My wife won't play with me because I get so, oh, do this, no, do that. But also she just doesn't have a whole lot of time these days. And by that I mean like energy. Yeah, no, and I checked a while ago to see if this was like a Dinkle repack issue, and it wasn't. It's totally an Azeroth core issue. So, This is, it's just sad. Like, why would you not fix that? And some of the mob pathing too is incorrect. So again, like, it's just stuff that you just need to fix. Hey, look, our team's made no progress except for us. I send my bots to the other side, actually. You guys can defend this one. It's one of the cool things about... Oh, I can heroic leap over there too. I didn't think about that. So you stay... And you stay... And... We'll go over here. Yeah, it's always like that's one of the things I like about the single player project stuff. Is like you don't have to worry about other players, so you can be as bad at the game as you want, and yeah, maybe don't repeat that. But I think it's good training ground for loved ones if they want to figure out how to play the game and want to do online at some point. I mean, I get the appeal for it. I'm gonna kill this warlock real quick. Oh, there's something else coming after me. I should stun, but... Oh, you're a healer. Alright, going after you first then. Paladins are so hard to beat in PvP right now. I'm just gonna get my bots down here, actually. How close are we to capping? Please cap. Yeah, it's almost impossible to do Altaric Valley on your own without like a group of bots with you. Because of how good they are. They're just way too good. Alright, I'll release. My guys were staying alive for quite a bit longer than I thought they would. It'd be nice if I actually had timers. I like the most awkward place to put the raid frame stuff. I don't know what these raid frames are from, actually. I have no idea. Oh no! They recaptured. Why is Sully not with us yet? Modern UI. Oh, is that the add-on? Did I leave something on? My bad. There's actually an add-on where you can enable and disable other add-ons while in game. I need to find that again at some point. Anyway, Altaric Valley. I'm gonna check on my wife, see if she needs anything. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you on the other side of Azeroth.